Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for your monthly Angelscope for the month of July and for the sign of Taurus. So, once again, I'm bringing you a message. Oh, isn't it interesting? From your Archangel and a message from your guardian angel. Now, I don't know if I was handling the deck incorrectly and it came upside down. So I'm going to flip it around. And if I feel like there's something that it may relate to it being reversed, then I will, okay? Read it that way as well. So let's just tune in and see what's sort of coming up for you for the month of. Now, the angels have given me the message that the month of July in general is a month of hope, okay? So regardless of what's coming up, that this is a hopeful month. So I'm seeing sort of a window, sort of like in a bedroom, and it's weird, but I'm seeing someone, a figure, like a cross, but I would almost say it's more like a risen Christ, although I didn't specifically feel it was Christ, but it was like this, so that the person was, had on a robe, but not, the sort of nailed to the cross, kind of bloody or whatever. But just the risen Christ, if anybody's ever seen that. So in that regard, that is, windows are a symbol for me about opportunities. And this figure in the cross, it's almost as if the word that's coming to me right now is like protection, so that you have been, let's say, possibly just sort of tapping into or feeling the need. So you're using this figure to just indicate a turn, a sort of reversal in the sort of misfortune that you've had. And so it's almost acting as sort of a protection from any further misfortune. So, okay. So it's a little different. I've never seen something like that. And, one of the things is that the first thing to understand is like you're always protected. The thing is that maybe you're experiencing a lot of changes, and these changes have really disconnected you. They're showing me a trunk of a tree that's so thin I can barely see it, with the number 5 written over it. So it's like, you've been really stretched thin, and all the changes you've gone through really sort of have had a tremendous effect on you, and just kind of maybe pushed you to a limit. But, what it's actually doing is drawing you closer, because they're showing me that the branches of the tree represents everybody's higher consciousness. And it's as if the branches and the trunk are, and of the trunk, the earth, and the branches, it's like the branches are so close to the earth, there's very little room for a trunk, which is saying to me that this is drawing you even closer to, to heaven, to God in a sense, to your spirituality, your true path of love. And so don't be discouraged by this, the changes you're going through. What you're experiencing, what you're doing is resisting those changes. You've been reacting because you want it to stop. But just always remember that change is a part of the process for your prayers to be answered. All right. So there was a vision I saw, Taurus, where I just saw this woman, and she looked like her feelings or something that had been hurt a little bit. And then they wrote the word joke, in a sense that you may have been saying, is this a joke or something? Like it's something you can't believe. And maybe you've been feeling like I'm saying the word a little depressed a little bit, or at least your energy's been a little low. And maybe there's something you've been suppressing. They're also writing. So they've been trying to provoke you. Remember we talked about this, to provoke you, put you on an obstacle course so that you would no longer hold back and cease in offering those gifts. So this is about getting everyone on their purpose, their life purpose, and it's not to knock you about, but to help promote you and get you moving in the right direction. So let's take a look at the card. Okay, now it's a strength card, and it's the Archangel Ariel that you'll be working with in this month. And so Ariel's name means the lioness of God. So it really brings in that sort of Leo energy, that creativity. And I'm just going to read, because, this reverse too, which it's almost like she's saying that maybe you haven't been really expressing your creativity as you normally would. Maybe you were really distracted by all of the, events that have been taking place, globally and in your life. I always want to say that you've been a little sensitive in this month, and that you are, things have just been kind of hitting you a little hard, and since it's been very challenging for you in some way, so that you just didn't feel like, doing your normal thing and being creative and expressing that in the ways that you do so well. So you have this opportunity in this month to, sort of turn that around. Let's look at what the guardian angels are saying for this month. And this is the High Priestess card. So this is about going within. It says, you are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. So I feel like, for you in this month, this is like sort of a self-care month. The angels really want you to take care of yourself. They want you to really reflect, really reconnect with your inner light and your inner source. It's like, and I almost feel like they write in the word light, write in the word emperor. So that I feel like, your inner light, there's going to be a rebuilding, a restructuring for you in this month, so that you will become strong and confident, but you got to recover. There were a lot of lessons they're writing out. You've gone through a lot of experiences. Maybe I've just seen a lot of random words they're writing. Very chatty this month, the angels. So, that there is this restructuring. You need time to sort of rebuild, recover, as things kind of fall into place for you in this month. So just be patient. Really, as you take care of yourself, as you repair this connection, as you allow yourself to no longer resist the changes, but you just embrace what is. It's that sort of that idea where sometimes we say to ourselves, well, why is this happening? You've heard me say this recently. And then the thing you should actually say, well, why not? Because what if these things did not happen? Where would you actually be without them? There's a lot of things that you have, ways that you've grown through these challenges, and they are, grooming you to be, have the strength, the renewal of strength that you will begin to experience. So they're writing the word rejuvenate. So this is going to be in this month. You're going to start to rejuvenate your spiritual strength, and also they're writing the word respect as if you're going to have a different respect for everything as a result of this. And that means that you are really going to be allowing more abundance and rewards in your life, okay? And they're writing something, because I have this app called MediSafe that reminds me when to take like different medicines. And so I feel like they're just pointing you to, taking care of your health, and doing whatever you can so that it almost makes you feel like you've been neglecting your health, and that you just need to give more attention to that. So for me, this month is about rebuilding, self-help and self-care in this month, okay? So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and see you next month.